Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be making a leveling guide on Demon Piece and just things you should know before you start playing. Let's get into it. Okay, so first thing, when you spawn, you're either going to spawn on this island or Town if you're a Marine. But first thing you should do is use a code. So for 2 times XP, if there's any available codes, I'll put them on the screen right now. But it does help a lot early game, and since codes expire really fast in this game, it's not really worth saving them for later game. So if you want to use them, you should use them when they come out, because they usually expire in 24 hours or a few days. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's talk about stats real quick. For early game, I'd suggest you put all your stats in strength and defense, because that's really what matters early game, since you're not really leveling your fruit that fast, and swords really don't do that much damage unless if you have a really good sword. So just keep that in mind, and you're going to be wanting to use fighting styles like Electro Claw that I'm using early game, especially, not really late game, but in early game they are really useful since they do extremely high damage with a lot of stat points. And also you should use a Logia fruit as well, so some mobs can't hit you and you can just M1 them to death. Also, since you guys are going to be using fighting styles for early game, I have a really good and very easy accessory to get early game that actually boosts your fighting style damage by quite a bit. It boosts it by 10% and boosts sword damage by 10% as well. And since it's so easy to get, it's really like, it doesn't make sense not to get it. So I'll show you guys where to get Morgan's Jaw right now. So you're going to want to head to Town over here, which is the other starter island if you choose to be Marine. So let's just head over there real quick. Okay, so now that we're here, I'll show you where Morgan actually spawns. So he's up by the back of the island, so let's go there real quick. Yeah, so he only has 500 health and his drop is 10% for the jaw and 5% for the axe hand. So you only really need to do it a few times to get it if you're unlucky, and he is really easy to kill. Even if you're really early game, I'd say probably come here at like level 30 or 40 to kill him, honestly. So yeah, good luck with his drops. Okay, so after you get to level 35, you can go to Town from the starter islands. Now, there isn't really anything notable over there except Buggy, which you can get his cape, and I think his hat. I'm not 100% sure, but there isn't really anything good over there, so we're not going to head over there. You just level up there until level 60. So we're just going to head over to the jungle instead now, because that is where you get Armament Haki, and it is very useful. So I'll show you guys how to get that right now. Okay, so now that we are at the jungle, all you do here is grind until level 100 as well, and there's a boss on the other little island over there. But let me show you guys where the actual Haki NPC is. So there is 2 of these big like cliffs over here. You want to go over to this one, the far one next to the boss, and just enter this little passage over here, and there's an NPC you talk to. So it does cost 55,000 belly, so you're gonna want to save that up as quickly as possible. Like, this is one of the first things you're gonna want to buy with your money, because it gives such a good boost. Okay, so for the actual quest though, the way you do it is you're gonna have to find a Haki scroll in 3 different locations. So the first location that it can spawn at is the other cliff at the jungle, so right over there. The second place is at Town on one of the towers, and the last place that it can spawn is at Town, which is right across from the jungle, so right over there on one of the wooden towers. You'll see it, but you don't need to know all that anyways, since the best way to actually complete the quest is to cancel it right when you accept the quest. You don't have to pay money. You only pay money after you find the scroll. So if you cancel it and re-get the quest, it has a higher chance of actually spawning the scroll near you on the cliff. So just keep that in mind as well. And Haki in this game has only 5 levels that you can get. So once you get max level, it is a 35% damage increase, which is pretty crazy. Level 1 is 5%, 2 is 10%, level 3 is 15%, and level 4 is 25%. So yeah, you're going to want to max that out as soon as possible. That's why you want to get it early level, so you can grind with it for as long as possible, and you're not just being bored at max level trying to get level 5 Armament Haki. So keep that in mind and try to get it early game. Okay, so after you're done leveling at the jungle, once you get to level 100, you're going to want to head over to Barati's. Okay, so once you're over here, there is something you can buy on this island as well that is pretty useful. It's a fighting style called Blackleg. It costs 150,000 belly, I think. Let me check real quick. Yeah, 150,000. So you might want to save up a little bit before you can buy it, but I wouldn't spend my money on Blackleg. I'd actually choose to use Electro instead. So you're gonna have to save up an extra 50,000 belly for that, since it's 200,000. And I think that it's better for PvP and PvE, and you would get it at Skypia, so I'll show you guys that real quick. Okay, so before we get to Skypia, I just want to show you guys where you can actually spin your fruit real quick. So you want to go to Loguetown, and there is an NPC called Random Fruit Dealer. You want to talk to him. You do have to be level 65 and up, I think, so just know that. And also the price scales on your level, so if you're higher level, it would cost more, obviously. Also, one more thing that is at Loguetown that you're going to want to buy is Geppo. So just come over here and talk to Ted. You're going to want to get this really early game, since it is hard to move and it only costs 20,000 belly. So yeah, just save up a little bit of money and buy that. But otherwise, if you don't get it, it's going to be really annoying to move around the map. So yeah. Okay, let's go to Skypia now. Okay, so now that we are here, just go ahead and follow me to find the Electro Claw NPC. Okay, so you're going to want to talk to Carrot to buy it. So it costs 200,000. It doesn't show it here since I already have it, but you're going to want to get this as soon as you can too. So as soon as you save up 200,000 belly, you're going to want to buy it, since it's really good, especially if you put your stat points into strength early game. So yeah. Okay, so the next place you're going to want to go is Sandora. So let's go ahead and go up there. It's at the top left corner of the map, so I'll meet you guys there. Okay, now that we are finally here, you're going to want to head over to the NPC right over here for your first quest. Now, you're going to be talking to this dude quite a bit, since I recommend that you do this quest for the entire leveling that you're at this island. So just keep on repeating this quest until you go to Arlong Park, because if you have a Logia, these guys cannot attack you since they don't have Haki, and it is so easy to level up. Yeah, and instead of doing the other mobs that are over here, they have Haki actually, and they have moves as well that do stun you and do a lot of damage, especially if you're low level. Or not even low level, if you're the level you're supposed to be at this island, it's gonna be really hard for you to level on those. So it only gives 84,000 XP and 6,000 belly for the harder quest, and it gives 70,000 XP and 5,000 belly for the really easy one that you can do probably like 4 to 5 times quicker, since you die a whole lot with the other quest. So I definitely recommend you just grind here until you go to Arlong Park, especially since you could just group up all the mobs like this and kill them all at once, and you can complete the quest so quick, since it's only like to kill 5 of these dudes. So yeah, just look how easy that is. Way easier than the other dudes who stun you. So yeah, I think you should 100% level up here into Arlong. Also, if you go up here, there are 2 more quests. They're boss quests. Well, it's a mini boss and a boss quest. So to my left right here, you can get the quest for the dragon. I'll show you guys him real quick as well. Okay, so let's go kill him. He's just down over here. He does have a really good drop that it's the dragon tooth necklace. It's only a 5% drop rate, so it's pretty easy to get. You might just have to kill him like a few times. I got it on my first try since I was lucky, but the stats on it are super good. Let's check it out real quick. So it gives 250 health, 250 stamina, 15% fighting style damage, 10% fighting style resistance, and 12% movement speed. So that is insanely good. I'm pretty sure that is one of the best accessories if you're trying to use a strength build. So yeah. The other quest is right over here. This is the boss quest. You're supposed to kill the Desert King, which is Crocodile, right over here. He is pretty easy to kill. Well, if you're high level, he's pretty easy, but if you're not the highest level and you are like, if you're the level around for this island, which is like 150, it's gonna be pretty hard to kill him by yourself. So I recommend you definitely like do this with a group of people, so it's way easier. Because even like being high level, he still got me kind of low, so it's gonna be pretty difficult, and he heals pretty quickly, so yeah. Also, one more thing that is really important that you get on this island is observation Haki. Just follow me over here. It's northwest of the island, and the observation costs 200,000. I think we can check real quick. Yeah, 200,000 bellies. So you're gonna need to save up a little bit, and you also need to complete a quest for her, which is just killing crocodiles, so you should be able to do that. Also, once you get observation level 5, you get 8 dodges. You can get more dodges with accessories like this one, which gives 2+ dodges, and the hawk hat, which gives 1 dodge. So that is really good. It might not seem like a lot, but it definitely helps a lot, especially in PvP. So yeah, let's go to Arlong Park now. Okay, so there's not a whole lot to Arlong Park. You just need a level here. So you're just gonna do this quest over here for a bit, and there's also a second quest up here which has harder enemies that, I mean, it's just like bandit beating quests, so you're pretty used to that anyways. There is Arlong over here in his little courtyard. You can get his quest from this NPC over here, and he's pretty easy to kill. He does a lot of damage though, so try to dodge his moves. And a good thing about this boss is that his moves are cancelable, so watch this real quick. If you see him in his little like jaw thing, I can cancel that move, so that is really helpful. Same with any move he does, so it's a lot easier to kill him since you could just cancel them anyways. Oh sick, we actually got his Fishman's Belt, which is a legendary drop. Let's check that out real quick. I haven't actually seen what this gives. 350 health, 15 sword damage, and 10% fighting style resistance. That's not too bad, but there's definitely way better accessories out there. Let's go to Skypia now. Okay, so for the first quest at Skypia, it's to kill 8 of the guards, of the angel guards up here. It's quite a bit of them, so it is a little annoying to grind, but it's not too bad, especially since you can aggro quite a few of them at a time and kill them really quickly since they have really low health. So yeah, they die like within one move almost. The next quest is right over here, and that's just same thing. Kill 8 of these guys over here. They are a little tougher, but they're still really weak, so it doesn't really matter. And another quest over here is a mini boss quest. It's pretty easy to do as well, but he's just up right here. It's the guard captain, and he drops 2 things. He drops his sword and a helmet, which is pretty good as well. I don't have any of them, so I can't really show you guys them, but they are both 5% drops. He's really easy to kill though, so I'll do that real quick. We didn't get anything, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and go over to the last quest that you can do in the game. So, well, it's not the last quest, but it's like the last story quest, I guess, and that is to fight Enel. So let's get that real quick. It gives a lot of XP and a lot of bellies, so even if you're max level and you want to grind some money, you can do it by getting this quest. Okay, so Enel is just over there. Now if you're not really high level, I recommend you do this with at least 2 people, so someone can get over here after you die, so he doesn't regenerate all his health back before you get here. But if you're max level, he's pretty easy to solo grind, since his only real damaging move is his lightning sphere. It only takes just a bit of time, so I'll fast forward it since it takes so long. Okay, well, there we go. We didn't get anything. That's okay though. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I helped some people out with this guide. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.